Hello everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, we're going to talk about another fragrance. Now this fragrance comes from the brand 18, that is Virat Kohli's brand, and this fragrance is Absolute Aqua. So in today's video, I'll be telling you why you shouldn't buy this fragrance and what mistakes I did while purchasing this fragrance. So let's just dive into the video. So to all my bros who are watching this video right now, you can subscribe to my channel. I'll be making a lot of these contents. So if you are interested in perfumes and if you want to smell good, smell better, then you have Navneet with you. That being said, let's start with the review for today. So the fragrance which we're going to talk about today is from the brand 18. I'll show you a quick presentation of the box of the fragrance. So here's the box of the fragrance. As you can see, there's the 18 logo, then there's Virat Kohli, of course, Virat Bhai, then there is a limited edition and the Absolute Aqua. The use of limited edition in this fragrance is because to show that these fragrances have a lot of hype. At the back of the box, you can see this fragrance MRP. So the MRP of this fragrance is 1750. I bought it for 612 rupees from Myntra. It is right now on sale, so you guys can get that out. I'll be dropping a link in the description. At the back of the box, there's the batch number, the manufacturing date, and the date before use. So that was about the box. The box is very simple, not very fancy. Let's move on to the bottle of the fragrance. So the bottle of the fragrance is what makes this fragrance a bit good looking. What I feel that this bottle of the fragrance has been given a lot of thoughts into. I wish they could have given the same thought into the juice of the fragrance. So let's look at the bottle of the fragrance before I give you my first impressions. The bottle of the fragrance has this cap. This cap looks similar to the batting, the grip of the bat, to mimic something more similar to Virat Kohli. But you can see that there is this blue thing, that is because of the Absolute Aqua thing. Absolute Aqua has this color. There's green, there's yellow, other colors. Apart from that, you can see the bottle, the box, there is the 18 logo, X Virat Kohli. So this is Virat Kohli's brand 18. Apart from that, there is Absolute Aqua EDP concentration. Yes guys, this is an EDP concentration and yet it performs very bad. Let's talk about the impressions of the fragrance. So starting with the impressions of the fragrance, this fragrance has a lot of use of bergamot in this. So absolutely a lot of fragrances these days has a lot of use of bergamot, but the bergamot is the only thing which is pulling this fragrance at the start. After 10 to 15 minutes, you start to feel nothing in this fragrance. This fragrance is one of the worst buys for me as of now. So in this year, this is the worst buy for me. I bought this fragrance for 612 rupees. I wouldn't even pay 50 rupees for these kind of fragrances, because these kind of fragrances, you can get these kind of fragrances as loose athars in your nearest athar shop. So that is the kind of fragrance this has. This is similar to an aftershave. So the most similar fragrance to this, or the most similar smell to this, would be something about from Synthol Head to Toe. So Synthol Head to Toe body wash has a lot of lemon, a lot of bergamot. These kind of things are very common in face washes as well as body washes these days. So yes, this is the similarity. So this it costs you around 150 rupees for around 2 months, and this will cost you around 612 rupees, and that too it is a 100 ml EDP concentration. So EDP performing that bad is really very bad, and I feel that this fragrance should not be bought by you guys. This is not me doing negative marketing of a product, because I typically do not try to do negative marketing of a product. I only push those products which are good, and I want all of you guys to smell better. What lacks in this fragrance is that this fragrance, although says that it has cedar wood, patchouli, and along with sandalwood in the base, but I feel nothing because the performance of this fragrance is very bad. Coming from the brand Scentials, now what I wanted to say to you, all of you guys, is this: all of these fragrances are made by Scentials. So at the bottom of the bottle, you can see Scentials written here. So what is Scentials? If you go and check that out on Google, you'll see that Scentials World is a company, a new budding company. What they are doing is they are trying to mix a lot of celebrity fragrances. So all the fragrances from Salman Khan brand are made by Scential Worlds, not by Salman Khan. So is the case with 18 Absolute Aqua. Now this fragrance is not made by Virat Kohli, so no one can blame him directly. This is only endorsed in his name, so he'll get the commission for that, and the rest part will go to the brand Scentials. Now recently, if you are watching news, you'll see Scentials got recently acquired, or there was a merger between Scentials and Unilever. So Unilever put a lot of money pushing these fragrances. What I feel about these fragrances is, guys, that recently in India there has been hype about celebrity fragrances. So recently there was the hype in the 2016 and 2015. There was hype of David Beckham and other fragrances across the globe. Now there is this hype in India about Salman Khan fragrances and Virat Kohli fragrances. Personally, 965 was very good. I really loved that fragrance. Apart from that, there was Sure Shot. It was a clone of Isa Miyake Porhom. I love that. Apart from that, there's some other couple of fragrances which I have reviewed. So I'll be putting a link in the description down below for you guys to go and check that out. Apart from that, about this fragrance, I definitely feel that this fragrance tries to pull a lot of bergamot, tries to pull it but definitely it fails miserably. Now the notes of the fragrance are similar to one very famous fragrance, and that fragrance is Passion Course from the brand Pascal Morabito. So that fragrance flopped back in those days, and this will definitely flop in these days because these kind of fragrances do not perform that good. It smells very similar to an aftershave. So if you have used aftershave like Axe, this will smell very similar to that. I'll be applying a few of this, but I know that this fragrance won't perform. For the max, this will perform around 30 to 45 minutes. So for that kind of performance, we do not expect that kind of performance from an EDP. Not saying anything bad about Virat Bhai again, because well, again, he wouldn't even know about these fragrances if these fragrances exist. But I just want all my friends to know this, that this fragrance is not a fragrance for you guys. So if you're going to buy this fragrance, I'll typically ask you guys to avoid this fragrance. Instead, go for a fragrance from the brand Ramsons. Now this fragrance I bought 6 months back, and this fragrance is a beast in this same genre. So they share the same genre. At the same time, this fragrance is 1/3 of the price of this fragrance. So this fragrance costs you around 200 to 300 rupees. This fragrance is Extreme Ocean for Men. Now this fragrance has the very similar smell of this fragrance, but this has a very good performance. Although at the start you might feel that this is a bit synthetic, and yes, this is very synthetic at the start, but the projection of this fragrance is beast mode. So by beast mode, what I feel is this fragrance, projection of this fragrance is too good. Personally did not know about Ramsons, so I started using this fragrance when I saw videos of Hassan, and he made a video about talking about Ramsons. There was this fragrance from his brand that was I still have that fragrance. I'll have to go and check that fragrance out. That was this orange bottle. I do not remember the name of that fragrance. So this is again another fragrance I bought from Ramsons, and this fragrance performs much better than this fragrance. Although this fragrance has, the bottle of the fragrance is much better than this, but what are we more concerned about is the juice of the fragrance. That being said, guys, I hope you like the review today. If you want to know anything about these fragrances, I'll definitely be more than happy to tell you. If you want to buy this fragrance, the occasion you can definitely use this fragrance is just after shower, because you can use this fragrance is in your office, so you can keep a bottle in your office. If you want to spray after every half an hour, 45 minutes, definitely go for this fragrance. It's on you guys, but don't come blaming me that no need, you did not tell us that this was a very bad fragrance. That being said, guys, I just want all of you guys to know that many times we purchase brand fragrances because we are much more inclined towards a celebrity. Yes, that is very true, but at the same time, we should keep that in mind that celebrity fragrances are not always made by celebrities. This has nothing to do with Virat Bhai. The most thing it has to do is with Scential brands, and they made a very bad clone of Pascal Morabito's Passion Course. So that is what we can say about this fragrance. Invest your money in good fragrances. I'll be adding a link in the description down below for this fragrance as well if you want to go and check this fragrance out. So that was me, Navneet. I hope that you like the review, and do let me know in the comment section down below what you think about these kind of reviews. Also, guys, share it with your bros. Make sure that none of them buy these fragrances because of brand or being popular in the segment. So don't buy segment popular fragrances. Buy top-notch, good smelling fragrances because you want to smell better. That was Navneet. I hope all of you have a good day. Signing off. Thank you.